Kit Kats can read.
I'm just heading home from work and I put in my sputum sample, which I dropped off to the surgery, and so they've got that to test. Luckily, because I missed the actual time, like 12:30, and it was like 2 p.m, because it was a GP request and because it's like an urgent request, I suppose. They accepted it and it can stay overnight, which is good because it's and so as you can see, England is amazing at the moment with these winds. I can't wait to get home and oh my goodness be in the dry and oh my goodness, that's really bad. So we're gonna head home now. I'm gonna get undressed into some warm clothes and chill until rehearsal tonight. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday. Today is the 11th of February today, and I finished work at 2 p.m. I worked 7 to 2. We were short staffed at work today, but we did what we could, and I got to work with somebody who I actually am really good friends with, so that was really cool. So work today was a bit stressful. Unfortunately, I came home and then I washed my clothes. I got into my snuggly sort of like pajamas, and then my parcel arrived. I missed it at first, and then I texted the driver and was like, oh, are you like heading back today, like in the area, or would you be able to like post tomorrow morning? And they were like, oh, actually we'll be back in the area within the next half an hour. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. If you could drop it off then, that'd be perfect. Because it was like, oh, we missed you today, you might be able to stay up tomorrow. So I was thinking, well, maybe if they're in the area, it might save them trouble like the very next day having to come back over here. So that was handy, and lovely woman driver came over and dropped it off to me. So what I've purchased is I purchased a external hard drive for my PS4 because I'm so fed up with the new games lately being just so big of storage that I just can't like install them on my PlayStation because I've only got like a very small amount on there. So I purchased a 4TB hard drive extended storage, and it's currently just installing all of my like games that have been installed on my actual PlayStation, so like books that I purchased on my PlayStation. So I'm currently installing those at the moment, and so when those are done, I'm gonna go onto my actual discs, which are right there. So that big pile of discs just there, those are my discs that haven't been installed. The ones that are on this side are the only games that got installed. So as you can see, not very many games are installed, so that's why I got this. It was, I think it was like 80 something pounds, and I think the postage was like £3.99 or £2.99 or something like that. So altogether it was like, I think £93 or so. I can't really remember, it was something like that. I know it was quite a lot, but I've been meaning to get one for a while, and I just thought, sod it, I'm gonna actually get it because it's starting to frustrate me. And I was also thinking, when the Final Fantasy VII remake comes out, that is going to be an effing big file. So I was like, I'm gonna get it for that mostly, but also so I can actually play my games. So pretty much just installing these games, and then I'll go on to the actual discs. So I'm doing that at the same time as video editing. I've got a vlog that's going up. This was a really hard one to edit actually, because this was the first vlog where I actually announced that me and Ben had broken up. And in the video I said something that I was going to knock out, but then I was like, you know what, that was my thoughts at the time, so I'm going to keep it because, you know, it's me, it's my past, and why should I like delete things like that. But basically in the vlog I mentioned something where I said that me and Ben are going to remain friends after this. Well, unfortunately, sometimes these things happen. I haven't had a response from Ben since about November last year. I messaged Ben around Christmas saying, I hope you have a good Christmas and New Year. No response. I messaged him about last week asking if he was okay and how his mum is and everything. No response. So I'm assuming either I have been blocked. I know I've been blocked on the Facebook, but I'm assuming I'm either being ignored or I've been blocked. So from his end, he doesn't want to be friends. He wants to move on and all that sort of thing. I mean, I've moved on, obviously, you know, I'm with Aaron sort of thing. And, you know, maybe he's moved on. Like, maybe he moved on even quicker than me and he just didn't want to tell me about it. Like, I don't really know, like, what's going on, that sort of thing. So it's unfortunate because I would have still wanted to remain friends. I told him at first, I said, it's going to be really hard, but, like, give me a few months and let me just, like, move on and everything. And then we can actually move out of that era of like being in a relationship sort of thing, and we're moving on and then we're friends sort of thing. Like, I'm in the space where I can be his friend sort of thing and like have nothing like romantic sort of thing, but you know, he doesn't want that, I'm assuming, because he hasn't responded. So that's really, yeah, it's really unfortunate, and it's kind of like put a bit of a downer, unfortunately. But you know, I can't force things, I can't force relationships, so it is what happens with breakups sometimes. Like, I've always had it like the other person just, their only way of moving on is by like blocking and deleting and that sort of thing. I've never really actually had I don't think I've ever had a relationship where it's ended and I've still been like best friends afterwards. Like, it's either ended really negatively because they just were like horrible in the end, or it just like disapparates into nothing. So I'm just sort of thinking, you know, it's sad and unfortunate, but you know, just got to move on with things. And I believe like on Aaron's side, like with his ex as well, because he told his ex that he's moving on and so on and so forth. He hasn't heard any response from her either. So, you know, I think we're both in the same boat and we're both being like, oh yeah, haven't had a response, which sucks, but it is what it is, you know, you can't force those things. And yeah, unfortunate when things end like that, like I say, they either go one way or not, you know. So I'm just sort of like, I had a psychic reading and it was done through Facebook Messenger. She sent through some cards, which she said that there were cards that when like sort of thinking about me, they're the cards that like drew them in. So I had several cards, and I'll let you know the cards I got, because they literally, I think I plunked them down somewhere and I don't know where I put them. Oh, they've fallen on the floor, that's why I can't find them. So I was gonna ask her some questions, further questions about these cards, because I was at work at the time. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that came out. And I think normally you only get like 4 cards or something. So the cards that come out, I had Prosperity Begins. So she was sort of saying like this can mean anything from like new beginnings, wealth, new business, money making, new jobs, successful results, or a surprise or an offering is going to happen within the next 5 to 18 weeks. I was like, oh, okay, because, you know, things like that. So I asked her a question to sort of like further it. I was like, you know, with new beginnings, could this mean like, you know, moving forward and moving to a new home, or like, you know, moving out and, you know, new beginnings sort of thing. So I'm waiting for the answer to that. And then the next card that I got was Triumph. So it says like, you know, about your soul is being pushed forwards. It means like new goals, to be really single-minded, focus on the end goal, avoid drama, let go and let the river of life pull into the currents, don't be alone with life's ups and downs. So this one's quite a confusing one, but it's all about like the triumphs of life and everything, like new goals, don't push yourself, let your soul be pushed forwards naturally sort of thing. So I feel like with that one, that could actually mean something like, you know, with me actually, you know, if moving is going to go ahead and everything, just to let life flow, let it flow with Aaron, let it flow with the moving, whatever happens, happens. And when life is ready for me, then that's brilliant. The next card I got was Moving On, and it says, embark on a journey to leave the past behind. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It could be that I'm traveling or moving forward, possibly moving abroad. There's calmer waters ahead and I'm approaching a new chapter. So with moving on, this could mean, and I also did question this as well, I was like, could this possibly mean with things like, I'm moving forwards, moving on to a new and better life, moving on to a new place, moving on and leaving all of my, leaving my flat behind and all that, because there was, we are talking of hopefully sort of like moving this year and sort of, sort of like new beginnings and that sort of thing. So could it mean with that, like with a new chapter of my life? Is that what that means? So I'm waiting for the response on that. And then the next card is a bit of a difficult one. This is conflict and defeat. So this is about learning and change, that I've got a need for sensitivity, and I've got to walk away if no victory is achieved. And this could happen sort of like within the next 2 to 7 months. And if there's a situation, don't assign the blame or don't seek out to get revenge. I am being tested on my next steps. So I suppose this could be just sort of like accept things for what they are. So like, for example, this could have meant like, when I went for a part and I didn't get it, just accept things the way it was. Don't be vindictive, don't seek out anything, and avoid things like drama, and just accept things the way they are and that sort of thing. And the last card that I got actually it's a lot to me, because this is insecurity, and I'm sure this could mean a lot to a lot of people as well, because a lot of people are insecure these days. So it talks about my self-esteem and that it is talking very negatively and that it's all pretty much a lie. It's all in my head pretty much. So I've got to stop believing what is going on in my head and start believing in myself, because I am worthy of true happiness. And I think it does actually mean a lot, and it really sort of is, it means a lot with me, because I'm very, very insecure, and especially as of late I'm forever thinking like, worrying what people are thinking of me, and worrying if I'm doing the right thing, worried if I've done something wrong. I'm worried if I'm the wrong tone of voice or something. I have to forever be like apologizing if I'm ever like sort of short, if I ever feel like I've done a situation wrong. I always try to correct it, and I'm forever thinking about it and doubting myself. And when it comes to myself, my looks and everything, I'm just sort of like, oh, what on earth do I look like? And I think sometimes I do give up on like how I look, and I'm sort of thinking like, I don't care. So for example, at the moment, and you can tell in this video, I don't really wear makeup to work, and that is because I find when I'm at work, when I'm really tired and stressed, I do this. I rub my eyes like that, and if I wear makeup, that's just my makeup gone already. And I found that I've done that a couple of times, and I've rubbed my eye and then my eyeliner has just like completely disappeared, and it's just like, oh, I've stopped wearing makeup at work because of that. But actually I found like, I don't look I don't really look bad without makeup, and I'm starting to accept that I don't look terrible without makeup. I've been around Aaron with no makeup before, and this is me, these are my eyes, these are my like facial features, this is me as a human being. Obviously everybody is trying to be healthy in the year of 2020. I'm trying to be a lot healthier in 2020. I'm trying to eat better things. I'm trying not to snack and that sort of thing. And I'm walking to and from work, even if I'm on a long shift. I'm doing a lot more walking. So I feel like I'm doing really good for my health. Like I worked a short shift today and I did like 10,000 steps. So to me, that's really, really good. It means that I burnt like 350 calories or something like that, I think it was. And that's actually really, really good, so that I've technically kind of burnt a meal near enough. Like I've burnt my breakfast off probably, because I had a little yogurt, and that yogurt's like 200 and something calories. So I've probably burnt off my breakfast, and that way like really I've only got like lunch in my body. Like I'm feeling really good sort of thing. I am really kind of like bunged up still, and like you can probably tell, like I can sort of like hear how I sound and everything. So I still like really kind of like bunged up in that sort of sense. But it's not bad. I'm doing the best I can anyway. So I'm very, very insecure, and I think I always will be, because it's always like linked with anxiety. I'm forever thinking about things. Like my anxiety earlier was doing my head in, because I was thinking about something that happened at work, and I'm just sort of thinking like, did I do the right thing? And then I'm sort of like mentally telling myself like, yes you did the best that you could, you're home now, like don't even worry about it, like worry about it next time you're at work, sort of thing. Like, you're off work now, you're off work tomorrow, don't worry about it until you're back in work on Thursday, sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's what's happened today. I haven't done any reading yet. Well, actually I've read one chapter of Lock of Vigil, and so I'm definitely over the halfway mark. I'm near like 70% through now, so I'm actually nearly like got a quarter left. According to my Kindle, I've got about 2 hours and 20 minutes left, so I could actually get this done. However, I've got a big urge, and I was playing some of it yesterday. I was playing The Last of Us. I purchased the remastered edition because there was a sale on it, and it was like £8, and I was like, I've got to get it because I've been waiting for it to be under £10. And so I got the digital copy, and then it installed. I played some of it the other day, then I played some of it yesterday. I love the game so much. I've played it through once already, and I played it on the PS3 because I got it on the PS3. And I really enjoyed it. It's a scary ass game. Like, it's a very stealthy game. It really makes you think. You've got to really think about, it's fully like strategic game. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but it's in a like apocalyptic world where there's, I suppose in a way, zombies, or you've got these things called clickers, and they're kind of like a form of a zombie, but they have been like gone for so long that they can't see, they're like blind, and they just rely on sound. And so you get like areas where there's clickers, and you got to use like bottles and bricks to like divert them, and sometimes the only way is to sneak past them, and it really puts your heart on edge. But afterwards it's like such an adrenaline rush that you're just like, oh my god, I actually survived, I made it through that area, and oh my goodness. And there's really fun with it. You get areas where there's actual normal just like people hunting you, like whether they're just hunters like with guns or something, and you've got to sneak past them, you've got to divert them and that sort of thing. And then there's big ass monsters a bit later on. I remember there was the first time I ever saw one, and I didn't even watch a gameplay, I just played it. I just remember pulling a generator, and this big ass like sort of mama thing came out of nowhere, like giant blob thing, and I just went it just chased me, and I was like, where the fuck do I go? And luckily I collected everything from the area first, and then I was like, I wonder if I can sneak through this door and not worry about defeating this blob monster thing. And oh my goodness, I think I just about managed to be able to get through the door, but I think I snuck through the door, and I ended up surviving that way. I feel like in the more difficult levels that's probably the only way you can do it. Some people I have seen on gameplays that they have defeated them with like Molotovs and things, but I was just like, oh my god, I could not believe it. Like, it was so scary. Just freaked out. Oh my goodness. But luckily, because I played it before, I know kind of the scenes. Like, I go into a section where they're like, oh my god, like this, and then I'm like, I remember this scene. Like, oh my god. There's a section later on where you've got a bow and arrow, and I'm just like, oh, that was a really tricky scene for me. I literally surpassed a scene yesterday that I spent, I'm not even joking, ages on the first time I ever played it, because I'm playing it this time around easy as well, because it's a brand new game, it's on the PlayStation, it's the remastered one, so I've got to start from it. So I was like, I'm going to be easy, because when you're on easy you can like collect everything, and you can sort of level your character up and sort of thing, and I can either go through as easy again, or I can play through on normal and like complete on normal. Like, I can do it however many times I want to if I want to like level up that way, and that way it's a lot easier when I play it on like hard or something, like a harder difficulty. And yeah, I'm quite a pussy by doing it that way, but I really enjoy playing it, and it's a really enjoyable game. It's very open world and adventurous sort of thing like that as well, with these sort of like areas. So yeah, it's a very interesting, very good, it's a very realistic game. It's something like that could happen in the future, like if we ever do get some sort of virus that turns people into being deranged creatures. And you know, I mean, sometimes when we get the cold and the flu, it does turn us into monsters, you know. So yeah, so I've been playing that lately, really enjoying that. So my main focus for today, because I'm off work for the rest of the day, I don't need to go anywhere today, I am just going to let these games download on the PlayStation, and I'm going to try and edit some vlogs, as many as I can, so I can upload them throughout the week. I'm also going to be focusing on a bit of reading today, and then at some point later I'm going to be obviously playing a little bit more of The Last of Us, possibly after dinner, or I don't know, it's only 4:30 in the afternoon at the moment, so where the lighting is still kind of light, I want to do a bit of reading. So maybe later when it gets a bit dark and I get to close my curtains, I can actually play like The Last of Us with the curtains closed, because I played it yesterday with the curtains closed, and it's a scary game, and normally with scary games I only like playing them in the daylight, because it's just something about the daylight that makes it feel like, oh, it's the daylight, I'm perfectly safe, rather than being at night time, but like, it's dark and it's scary, I'm not playing this game. so I'm gonna head off now. I just wanted to update you on everything that's like happened today and like yesterday and everything. Luckily I haven't had any more power cuts, because I had one yesterday and I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Luckily it only lasted like an hour or two, and I was just like, seriously. So yeah, so I've got these games downloading, they're gonna download, I'm gonna edit some videos, I'm gonna do a little bit of reading, and then I'll play some of The Last of Us later. I've not long had dinner actually, like I had dinner like about half an hour ago, so I had dinner a bit late, and yeah, so it all feels like this week's going really good. I did get asked to stay today, but then I was like, you know what? I was thinking in my head, I was like, if I wasn't so bunged up and if I didn't have so much of this cold, then I probably would have stayed on like another hour or two or helped him out. But I'm so bunged up. I don't want to be ill when I go on holiday. I don't want to like overwork myself. I'm already working like 3 hours of overtime this week already. And you know, that's 42 hours this week, which to me is it's big, you know, for being unwell and that sort of thing. I'm hoping I'm gonna get results from my sample that I gave yesterday. I'm hoping at some point this week I'll get some results. Hopefully it's gonna be on like Thursday or something, so that I can at least, if I do need antibiotics, hopefully I can at least go to the chemist and collect them either Thursday evening or like Friday morning or something. So plans for the rest of this week, I just want to let you know my shifts and all that. So I'm off for the rest of the day, I'm off tomorrow, but the plan for tomorrow is for me to go into Salisbury tomorrow morning at some point and get some travel money sorted, because my nan's got a Debenhams card and Debenhams do travel money discount. If they're not doing the discount thing, then I think Tesco's Travel are doing it, and my nan's got a Tesco Club card. I think I have one as well, but I don't have the proper card on me. I might do, it might be in my purse somewhere. So I'll see if they've got any good deals going on. But luckily the euro is really, really good price at the moment compared to the pound, so it'd be really, really good to get that done this week, so I can get that sorted tomorrow. So that's the main priority tomorrow, and also maybe to try and get some sort of like euro plugs, because I think my nan's got, I think I left my one that I had at my nan, so I think she's got my plug, my euro plug. If not, I don't know where that went, because I had a tidy up of my flat and I have not come across a euro plug, and it's not in my suitcase. So I need at least two, one for Aaron, one for me. So my nan said she did purchase one today anyway, so if she has got one, and if I do find one at hers tomorrow, then that's it, we've got the two plugs. But if not, then I'll get, you know, I'll get one sort of thing for Aaron, because I want to make sure he's got one as well, because we're going together sort of thing. So yeah, travel money, getting the euro plug. I have packed and sorted clothes into my suitcase. That is my suitcase there, so those are my clothes. I've also sorted the travel pack of things like perfume and shampoo, conditioner, that sort of things that you're allowed sort of thing. So the only things it says is like aerosol cans, so I don't think I'll be allowed body spray. So I've just bought roll-on with me and perfume. I'm hoping that perfume is still going to be okay, but I brought with me like a sort of perfume anyway, so I'm hoping that's going to be alright, because I'm sure that I brought a perfume with me on holiday before. But you know, if it turns out that it's not okay, like, it would be really, really sad to let it go, but yeah, it is what it is. So hopefully that's all alright. I should have probably put the perfume in a clip, but yeah, it's spray, like, you know, what can you do? So I was just trying to think, like maybe I could have put the perfume in a plastic bottle, and then it wouldn't be so bad, like in a glass. But I've wrapped up the perfume in, like, I think I put it in either my swimming costume or in a towel or something, so that it's wrapped up, so the glass shouldn't shatter or anything and then become flammable. So really the only things left that I got to pack are things like on the day, so things like the hairbrush, my makeup, and just my daily things, so like phone charger and watch charger, and you know, I mean, my Kindles and my books are going to be in my actual bag, and also like my mobile phone portable chargers, they're going to be in there as well. So I really don't have like anything left, and I will be doing a book haul on what books I'm bringing with me. I am going to decide on those a bit later on in the week. Like, I will most likely film a video on Saturday, because I'm planning on the actual Saturday on like giving Cookie to my nan and giving everything from my fridge to my nan. So I'll probably like quickly film and upload a video on the Saturday when I finish work and get that all done, and then I can give all those bits to my nan on the Saturday as well. And I will, yeah, I'll just sort of sort out my flat and make sure that it's all good for the week that I'm away. It's gonna be weird to be away for a week, like, from my flat. It's gonna be really weird because I've been away from my flat for a week, but it was weird even then. So like, it's gonna be weird again. I know one book that I'm definitely gonna bring with me to Benidorm, and that is the Witcher book, the first book, because I feel like I've got to, because Aaron really wants me to read it, and then once I've read it, we can watch the Witcher series. And I always have this thing where I've got to read the book first, so I'm taking the Witcher with me for definite. But as far as the other books, I'm not really sure yet. I've got a crate of books on my chair there that I can choose from, and there's also my TBR crate thing, TBR trolley there that I can pick the books from as well. And yeah, I'll try and pick like 3 physical books, and then I'll have my Kindle as well, and I'll bring my Kindle charger and all that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to head off now, because I feel like I've really rambled on about everything, and it's just the thoughts that are going in my head and everything. So that's happening tomorrow. Thursday I'm at work, Friday I'm off, it's Valentine's Day, but I'm going over to Aaron's. I've got the rest of my books that I haven't sold, like on so like books for sale sites or anything. I've got somebody that says like, I'll buy them all off of you. I'm only selling them for like 50p each, because they need to be gone, like the space needs to be gone. So she said she'll take them all, so I put them in a big carry bag. She's going to buy them all for like £9, and she's literally just like on the way to Ringwood. So when I see Aaron, because Aaron lives in Ringwood, I will just like drop them off to her work as soon as I'm there. She's going to give me like £9 in cash. I'm just like, yeah, brilliant. So she's got all those books. That's frees up some more space, which feels really good. I said to her, I was like, if I ever finish any more books I'm not gonna like want to keep anymore, she is more than welcome to them. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. That's happening Friday. I'm working 7 to 2 on the Saturday, and I'm working all day on the Sunday, but unfortunately I can't swap my shifts because some people have booked holiday annual leave on the Sunday, and we're already short at the weekend, so there won't be any way that I'll be able to swap my shifts, unfortunately. So it's literally going to have to be the point where I'm going to have to just drive straight from work to Aaron's and quickly just like change into some clothes, and then Aaron will have to book a taxi literally for like, I know, something like 20 past 8, so that can take us just like 5 minutes up the road to get to the coach, which is at 8:45 to go to London. So yeah, I need to print all of these things off, so I'm gonna do all of that like tomorrow as well. Like, I'm literally gonna get all of my travel things sorted like tomorrow. So I'm just gonna be like really ready, so that all I've got to do is on the Sunday I just put the last minute bits in. Like on the Saturday I can put some other last minute bits in, like makeup and shit, because I'm not going to need it on Sunday. And then Sunday literally would just be like the phone charger and like the watch charger and things like that, and the actual, you know, the books I'm taking I can put in on the Saturday. Yeah, it literally be like the daily things on the Sunday that I will just put in on the Sunday. I'm really excited to go. People have been asking me about it at work today and talking about it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm so excited that it's going to be like 19-20 degrees there, whereas here it's like 8-9 degrees and it's freezing. Like my flat is freezing. When it's like 21 degrees, like the sun is shining, you know, there's a bit of warmth in the air and it's sunny, and that's what I want on my birthday. I just want some nice sun. So yes, I'm really excited. So I'll print off all my documents tomorrow as well and get that all sorted and organised. So yeah, I've only really literally I've got Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. I've got 3 shifts left before I actually head off. I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know whether to get dressed before when I leave work. Maybe I should get dressed if we can finish it on time, maybe if it's like 5 to 8, if I finish back then, I'll get dressed and then I can just literally drive straight to Ringwood. So I might do it that way rather than like driving to Aaron's and then getting dressed. I need to get out of my work clothes, and what I'm thinking of doing is on the Sunday for me to wear the work clothes that I least likely wear at work, which would mean like, you know, the smaller of the work clothes. I've got like 4 sets. I've got two that are like a size under and 2 that are the size I wear at the moment, which just has a little bit more room. So I'm thinking if I wear one of the uniforms that is the size that I don't usually wear, then I won't have to worry about like washing that when I return. So I'll wear that and then I can wash that like when I come back, sort of thing. And I'll probably have to find out what shift I'm on. Hopefully if a rota goes up on Friday or something, my work colleague is gonna like send me a rota. But providing that it doesn't, then I will have to literally just call work up on the weekend before the week that I return and be like, what shift am I next on? I'm on annual leave. I've no idea what day I'm coming back. Am I coming back on the Monday? If so, what shift am I working? Please, can you help me? And just do it that way. So yeah, so I'm definitely going to head off now. I feel like it's been a really sort of like chatty vlog, but I feel like at least you guys are updated on this situation. And yeah, I will head off now and get another video edited, because that was just finished doing now. And yeah, I will hopefully speak to you guys. I'm hoping to speak to you guys tomorrow and let you know how it goes tomorrow.